Sarah is quite smitten with you. To Lord Chaos, that makes you a very unwanted rival in love.
Sarah has feelings for me? But even if that's true, tell me one thing, please. Why did Mid have to die?
Your brother realized what was happening. He could see that all your opponents were holding back. You couldn't lose. They were letting you win.
So that Chaos could face me in the final battle so he could end me himself. Why kill Mid when things were going their way? It makes no sense.
So that the ruse would not be discovered. You would claw your way up to the final battle through sheer skill, but Lord Chaos would prove stronger still. That is what the story had to be. If word of the throne matches got out, Lord Chaos's honor would be disparaged.
His honor?
I would imagine that Lord Chaos ordered that Mid be silenced.
Over something so petty? Has he no regard for a man's life? Has he no respect for anything at all? Who does he think he is? You tell him. You tell Chaos. He'll get his audience, but they'll be seeing him at the end of my sword.
I'm sorry you had to witness such an unpleasant event.
I can see why you didn't want to revisit these memories. They were bad enough the first time. I realize that I may never know the true pain you felt, the pain you feel.
You are wise to hold your heart at a safe distance from these matters.
Show me the rest of your tale. I want to see how things ended. I want to see how you fought.
Prevail over chaos, and you will get the ending for which you seek.
The great Lord Chaos. Is he really all that strong? He was confident that he would win the final battle.
Confident? Ha! It was a certainty. But let us continue on. Then came the final match. My rage toward Chaos had grown venomous and dark.
So that's when you became the Warrior of Light, when you defeated Chaos in the final battle.
No, it was not. At the time, my hatred for him hung too heavily upon my heart. A warrior of light must bring hope, but I brought nothing but despair and a terrible thirst for vengeance. Please forgive me. I must ask you go alone once more.
Yeah, planning on it.
Be wary of those under Chaos's sway. Beware his shadows.
Where's he gone now? He didn't skip town, did he?
He knows his number's up next.
Shouldn't have done his brother in, though. No ransom in that.
Ah, stuff it! Those were Lord Chaos's orders.
Our orders were to silence him, that's all. Don't get carried away and slaughter the older one, too.
Lord Chaos will take care of that himself. We'll just soften him up a bit.
Good heavens. Can you even hear what a racket you're making?
Ah, hurry up! Don't let him get away!
Don't get ahead of yourselves. He's watching for us. We'll get beat taking him on one at a time.
Feels like we're the ones getting chased. No one told me he was that tough.
What happened to the amateur who needed his fights fixed?
Voices down, gentlemen, please. You know all too well what will happen if you let slip that the matches were anything but a fair fight.
If we can't take him one-on-one, we'll swarm him. Quick, go get a few more bodies.
Yeah, strength in numbers.
Oh dear, you're bringing more brutes. More people to share in all the sordid details. I wonder how many Lord Chaos will need to silence when all this is through.
right. That'll do it. Let's go.
It's time for the final bout. Preparations. Hey, you're in pretty bad shape.
I'm ready. I'm ready to fight.
Hey!
The wounds that Lord Chaos suffered in the last bout were more grievous than first thought. He will bow out of the final. And so, that makes you the victor.
We have a winner!
What wounds? He suffered nothing. Tell him I'm coming for him.
Hey,
Are you now? Are you sure that's wise?
Sarah's wishes. What's that supposed to mean?
Poor, sweet Sarah went crying to Lord Chaos. She said she'd do whatever he wanted, so long as he pulled out of the final bout. It seemed she could not bear to see you killed. And those worthless idiots left you looking like something the cat dragged in. Hardly the right note to strike for our grand finale. Lord Chaos only stands to lose face, tormenting such a pitiful opponent. Wouldn't you agree? And you have the lovely Sarah and those simpering lackeys to thank for letting you escape with your life. If you have a message for her, anything at all, I'd be more than happy to pass it along in your stead.
No need. It's nothing to do with me.
So cold.
My brother lost his life in a senseless charade. A high farce that unraveled in the end for reasons even more senseless still. I lost my brother, my only kin. And for nothing. For a time, it was all I could do to question why I had suffered such cruel injustice. I was no warrior then. I was barely the shell of a man.
I think I know how you felt.
But life sometimes takes strange turns, as you will see. Now, let us forge onward. My heart was a barren desert. Sarah, after all that, had agreed to marry Chaos. I understand why she did this. It was to save me. But the untimely death of my brother remained unresolved. Ironically, I heard that turn of events caused Chaos no small amount of grief as well.
Chaos? What cause could he have for grief? He instigated all this. Don't tell me he had regrets.
His reputation was in tatters. He had announced the competition with great fanfare, in the hopes of achieving a glorious victory over me. But it was all of it left unfinished. Soon enough, the rumors began to spread. On everyone's lips was word that Sarah's love was not Lord Chaos at all. Her true love was for another, the town's top swordsman. Chaos had conceived of his competition in jealousy, they said. And when he attempted to slay the swordsman through underhanded means, his scheme fell into pieces.
Which is true.
Yes, it seems that someone who knew what had happened let slip the truth. People were laughing behind Chaos's back, which actually served to safeguard me after a fashion.
Right, of course. If anything happened to you, everyone would think Chaos was behind it. He tied his own hands.
The townspeople, Chaos's own subjects, ridiculed him for his failure. And in time, he came to hate them for it. All of them.